Hey guys, back with another video. So, another signing. So, before we get into that, you know what to do. Like the video below, subscribe to the channel, and give me your thoughts on the signing. Trying to get to 50 subscribers by the end of the week and 20 likes on the video. I've been saying that for a while. I mean, I'll say it as long as it takes. So, uh, the Reds have signed Shogo Akiyama to a 3-year deal that exceeds $20 million. We don't know the final number yet, but I'd say it probably falls in the $21 to $24 million range. That way it makes $7 to $8 million a year. I mean, so, he was part of the posting system. He came over from the Seibu Lions in Japan, and he is going to be 32 in 2020 for the 2020 season. And he was a very good player in Japan last year. And he's been a very good player for his career. His career numbers are, in 9 seasons, his career numbers are 301, 376, 454. So he hits for average. I mean, there aren't that many players that hit over 300 for their career. So he hits over 300. He gets on base at a 38%, almost 38% clip. And he has some power. Let's see, he had 20 home runs last year, 24 the year before that, and 25 the year before that. So I'm not too familiar with how home runs transfer over from Japan to the MLB. So, and we don't have like StatCast and that stuff for Japanese players. So we don't know like his average distance, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, he's not going to hit for the average he did, most likely. I mean, Ichiro did, but Ichiro's a freak. So, but even with those numbers, a drop would still be a useful player. And, I like the signing for the Reds. It's not a long commitment, 3 years. It's definitely much cheaper than you'd get a guy with that stat line in the MLB. I mean, a guy like that would go for $20 million. I mean, last year, his last 3 years actually his last 5 years are ridiculous. In 2015, he had 359, 413, or 419, 522. So, and the only season in the last 5 years that he's hit under 300. He hit 296. So, and then last year he had 303, 392, 471. So this guy could be really good for them. So right now he slots in. Fangraphs has him slotting in as the Reds' starting center fielder. Now, I've talked about the Reds a bunch on here. I've generally liked what they've done this offseason. They've gone out and got a couple of guys. We'll see. They got Jose De Leon earlier in the offseason after he was non-tendered, and he could be a sneaky good pickup for them. So, when they traded for Trevor Bauer last year, it seemed a little weird. It didn't really make sense. But then they go out and sign Mike Moustakas. They pick up Akiyama. They have Suarez at third base. They have Senzel coming up, who, he was up last year, but he's not solidified, really. And, he doesn't really have a solid position yet. So I guess maybe they could. He came up as a second baseman. I think he'll probably end up in the outfield just because, maybe. I don't know how good Aquino, Aristides Aquino is going to be moving forward. He sort of broke out onto the scene last season, or late last season, but he was never a top prospect. So with those guys, you never know, really. But, Winker's more of a fourth outfielder to me. He's a platoon bat, really. He crushes right-handers, or he crushed right-handers last season. So, he could get away with starting because the majority of the starters in the MLB are right-handers. So, I'm just trying to find a spot, because the only weakness really for them outside of Winker is Freddie Galvis. And I don't think Senzel can play shortstop. I don't think. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he plays, but he's going to play because he's a top prospect, top MLB prospect, and top, obviously top Reds prospect if he's a top MLB prospect, but maybe they make a trade. I don't know, pick up another pitcher. I like their staff. because in addition, that's who they picked. They picked up Wade Miley. So Wade Miley slots in as their number 4 right now, behind Gray, Castillo, and Bauer. And I like Desclafani a lot. So, I mean, they have a very competitive team. And like I've said, the NL Central is kind of wide open. The Brewers have made some moves, but they've also lost Moustakas and Grandal. And the Reds now have Moustakas. So, I mean, the Cubs are sort of in no man's land right now. I think they end up rebuilding. And then the Cardinals are the Cardinals. They're always going to find a way to hang in there. But I think like I said, I mean, the Pirates aren't going anywhere. I think they're in full rebuild mode. Like I've said in the trade candidate series, that I think they're going to completely rebuild. And I don't know. I mean, I think the Reds could be sneaky good. So, that's it. There's not much more to say. But I'm not sure. I think there might be 1 or 2 Japanese players who are posted, or just Asian players in general, who are posted that haven't signed yet. I believe, I mean, they have the deadline, the general deadline is January 5th, because the posting deadline was December 5th, and then they have 30 days. But I'm not sure. It all depends on when players were posted. So if a player was posted on December 3rd, they have till January 3rd. So, but regardless, we'll see. We'll know very soon if there are any other Asian signings. But yeah, and I mean, I guess there's still some players on the. I mean, there are a lot of players on the MLB market, but not really top players left. A lot of the top players have signed. I mean, Josh Donaldson is still out there. But I don't really see the Reds making any more big moves. I think maybe they'll sign a reliever. Maybe they'll find something for shortstop. But I mean, an upgrade over Galvis, because Galvis is not. I mean, he's pretty much a bench player, really. And so, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, hit that like button below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You should have done that during the video. And give me your thoughts. What do you think of Akiyama? And if you guys know of anything more about stats transferring over from Japan to the MLB, like the equivalencies, let me know. Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, check out the website, theunusefulidiots.com. And That's it. Bye, guys.